Salutations to those who are young and young at heart. Oremi, Madamfo, Enyi, Salam alaikum, Hola, buena gente, Bonjour, legend, Linja, Dumelang, Murigaboto, Muliwanji, Murigaboto, Makadin, Karibu, Mwakaitawani, Munotambere. Welcome to Blackview SDA online platform. This is a place where your soul will find rest. Did you know every Wednesday and Friday at 6:15 p.m. we have consistent midweek prayers? Not only that, during the day from Monday to Friday, if you need a soulful song, please tune into our platform and indeed you'll find rest for your soul. On Sabbath, which is Saturday, we have services from 8:30 right up to 6 p.m. What do you expect to find? We have got the church at study, Sabbath school, music, it's story time. Even our little ones, the children, will find solace on Blackview online worship platforms. Yes, not only are they going to receive a powerful sermon for them, but including the songs, and they'll sing the songs of Zion in the comfort of your home. Yes, you are waiting for the power hour as we receive the beautiful words, the wonderful words that come from the Word of God. In the afternoon, we have got powerful discussions, not only for the young, but even for the old, as we prepare this journey on this planet Earth before the sundown. Yes, there is a sermon that will usher you into the new week as you listen to God speak to you. What are you waiting for? Tell your friends about it. Don't forget to join us on YouTube and Facebook. Like our page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless you as we meet on Blackview online worship platform.
Nobody can stop me. Nobody. Don't you wanna go? I'm going there. Nobody can stop me. Lord, you know my wicked nature. Lord, you know my sinful stature. I can hide it from my friends, but you, Lord, read through my heart. Lord, you know my wicked nature. Lord, you know my sinful stature. I can hide it from my friends, but you, Lord, read through my heart. Forgive me, oh Lord, wash away my sins, create in me, God, a clean heart. Forgive me, oh Lord, wash away my sins, create in me, God, a clean heart. All the things you do in secret, all the things you do alone, shall be known when He cometh on that great judgment day. All the things you do in secret, all the things you do alone, shall be known when He cometh on that great judgment day. All the things you do in secret, all the things you do alone, shall be known when He cometh on that great judgment day. So help me to be faithful, Lord, help me to be true, so I may be an example and lead many to Christ. So help me to be faithful, Lord, help me to be true, so I may be an example and lead many to Christ.
Greetings, beloved of my Father. Welcome to Reality Table, the most exciting youth talk show. And today I am with Pastor Dicket. We've got Mose. Of course, we've got Kudzi, Brenda, and Tawanda. Welcome to Reality Table as we discuss issues affecting young people. The elephant is no longer in the room
It's in the
because
wild.
we are talking about these things.
Yeah.
And today, I like my reality table t-shirt. What do you think?
I like mine also.
Is it a good brand?
Mine is.
Wow, I think it's a very good brand. Could you once give me a testimony? What attracted you to reality table?
The brand.
It is the brand. Okay, that's fine. Moses, do you think there's any brand that is bigger than reality table?
Yeah.
Ah,
Man,
no.
So we're not coming back to reality
No.
table.
In fact, you know what? You should have asked someone who's wearing.
Who's wearing
Who's
it?
proud. Like you see, like you're wearing a t-shirt, a cap. You look. I wonder. You know what? I just wonder where you got those things from.
Well, you know what I like is I've got a black cap, black t-shirt, and I'm also black.
That's what I'm saying. So, black empowerment.
Oh, well, let me ask Brenda, how are you feeling in that reality table?
I feel so good.
You feel so good? Okay. Not, I'm trying to look for a word that doesn't exist. Spontaneous. It was.
No. Leave those departments to us.
Oh, we leave it to you.
Yes.
The creation of words. Today our topic is
The devil wears Prada.
the devil wears Prada. I mean,
No.
okay,
The devil wears Prada.
Prada.
Yeah.
Okay. Given a choice, would you wear Prada or reality table t-shirt?
I'll say Prada.
No, that's fine. So, why are we talking about the devil wearing Prada? What exactly are we putting out in the open?
We are putting out how the closest person to you can become your worst enemy. Why would the devil wear the most expensive brand? In this case, Prada is the title of being your best friend.
Okay.
But yet they are cunningly the devil behind the label.
So wait, you're saying your best friend wearing friendship, which makes you vulnerable.
Yes,
So that's the price of this garment that they have.
that's right.
So, like, my mother doesn't know about this, Mama. I'm sorry. But, you're paying school fees for a good cause. I was in Form 1. So, it was me, my late friend, Bonisis Wanda, and a young boy, I can say his name because he's still alive. We bunked school, right? So, we organized. We know Form 1s were excited.
So your mother paid fees.
Wait,
No, let's work with him. So we were trying to understand. Your mother had paid fees that term.
Yes.
Then you decide to refuse for the fees to be used.
Yes.
you bunked.
So it was closing days, and we heard that.
Oh, now it was
Wait,
towards
I
closing
know.
day. All right. I see where you're
So,
Justifications by saying-
so Kumalo Primary. It's this beautiful, this lacquer. I'm telling this lacquer, this hand of a hand. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. So we decided, let's go and see. So the two of us who had confessed that we like, me and Bonnie's going like, me boy, then this other one goes like, no, me, I don't like, I'm just going because you guys want to go. Then we didn't go to school that day. We met in town. We used to stay in town. We changed at his place, and then we were casual. Then we went to to Kumalo. We dropped off, walked there. We were excited and all that. So we got there. Grade 7 stream was coming out of their class, right? And this boy screams the name.
Wait.
Grade 7.
Wait. You were in Form 1.
Form 1.
You did all this
For a
for
grade
grade 7.
Please
That's
don't
not
judge
the main.
me. Don't
That's
judge
not the main
me.
point. That's not the main point.
Moses' mother, wherever you are. I don't know. The pastor will pray at the end of the program. How do you do that?
Wait.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
not the main. So we're walking there. He screams the name. The whole crazy environment look, and that my crush is there. And I was just, oh yes, the energy, I'm moving, the bit of energy, bit of excitement. This boy does. Boy sticks out his leg and gives me a shasses.
And you're Moses and the Rolling Stones.
I'm down on the ground. He goes like, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. And he says, I'm sorry in private. I'm sorry.
But he dropped you in public.
And then probably goes like, man, look at where you're going, bruh. And saying this in front of my crush. And on top of that, then goes and he chaps the eye. I was touched.
Did she say yes?
Yes.
So you're dropped by your best friend and she dropped you also.
Hi.
Is that why they call them crushes? Because they really have a way of crushing, isn't it?
So when things like the devil was cunningly beautiful
Okay.
are spoken, for me it rings. It's got a certain vein in my body that resonates with it. Because I've first-hand seen how the closest homeboy can be your biggest enemy.
Tawanda, once again, welcome to Reality Table. Do you know anything about this label, Prada?
Firstly, I know it's a very expensive brand and it has some sort of culture to it. It's this type of brand you find in the streets of Milan, France, or New York. And yeah, it's very expensive.
Now their topic says the devil wears Prada.
No, that's like bedroom, like Prada. No. The devil wears Prada. Give that Prada.
Like Prada.
Yeah, your bottom lip and your tongue.
Well,
Prada.
I will not even try that. But well, we are basically describing as, the closest people to you can be your worst enemies. Have you ever been in that?
Actually, let's ask Tawanda a direct question. Have you been played dirty by your boys?
I wish I would say no, but unfortunately yes. And the hardest part of the devil wearing Prada is it's costly for you. So when your boys let you down, when your friend or a partner, whether it's in business or it's a friend where you confide in sharing secrets and they know you and you know them, when they let you down, it's costly in that you never suspected it. These are people where you let down your guard and you think, this is my boy,
Yeah,
this is my partner, man. So it really hurts you, not emotionally, but takes you back in time, where you try to find a space to realize, were you wrong? It gives you a lot of emotions to it.
In Pastor Dick's language, it's not, this is my guy, this is not my boy, this is my dog.
You're my dog, man. Yeah.
I have learned a lot of things from you.
I know. I don't want to really take credit for it, but I'll be billing you month end.
And I'm actually thinking the day when I was like, hey, that devil was wearing Prada, you actually let down. Are you going to do that?
Am I the devil wearing Prada?
Kudzi,
The emotions that go
well, for
with that.
Kudzi, I don't think you've gone through that kind of experience.
I have.
Kudzi, were you the devil wearing Prada? Have you ever been a devil to someone wearing Prada?
No.
Who would say
I mean, we'll just
Who
pass
would
it
say
through.
that? Like, how can I be the devil wearing Prada? But anyway, I've had these experiences or these situations from the time I was born until now, even as I'm speaking. You get to experience them, but you just don't know them yet. You see that in primary school, kuto bati lwanjimbe kugara paside nemunhu ye mangwana anomuka akuda kuisa mwe munhu ipapo. But it's because you're young, you're in primary, and you think it's just normal. It's okay, she's just my deskmate. But those deskmates are some of the people that you share a lunchbox with during lunchtime, or you share a cup of juice with. It then goes to high school, where you have this guy who likes you. You tell your friend because she's your friend. This guy likes me, he's been buying me chocolates. Probably you don't eat chocolates, you give that friend your chocolates. They enjoy the benefits. You are supposed to be enjoying yourself.
So why should they get them from you when they can get them direct from
From the
see?
source.
So these are some of the things we experienced. You are in college, it's a bit more serious now. Or things are not okay at home. You don't have all the groceries you need. This person is there to give you those things. But probably later on, they go behind your back
And remind you.
Or they tell somebody else who doesn't even know the situation.
Or they tell your enemy known to both of you that they go and feed the enemy and tell them that actually.
I'm the one who provides for them. These are the things we are facing on a day-to-day basis. And my mom always tells me that the reason why, what causes all these things, is we do not know what a confidante is, what a constituent is, and what a comrade is.
Pastor Dickett doesn't know all those, but just for his benefit, please tell us what is a confidante.
A confidante is a person who is a genuine friend. Okay, let me start with the worst and then finish with the best. A constituent is a person who comes and realizes that Kuzi gets all the things she needs in college. So if I play with her, she can give me what I need.
Okay.
So if I don't have cooking well, Kudzandi not cooking well, I can give her a bottle of cooking well. She cooks, she's fine. Once Kudzai doesn't have what she needs or wants, she's not there for you. So we are embracing people who are constituents
Sorry, stop.
for a season.
Is it possible to marry a constituent?
Please don't go there.
Is it possible to marry a constituent when you
When
have
the
no...
brook runs dry.
Hey, I'm saying, is it possible to marry a constituent in an area not demarcated to you as a constituency?
So, marrying someone for the
And you're not even a local, what do they call those guys who run for constituents, what are they called?
MPs.
Yeah, you're not an MP. I'm just passing through. You're still saying what?
So that's a constituent, a person who's there for benefits. Then we have a comrade where Pastor Darrow and I realize that John is our enemy.
Ivan's our enemy.
Oh yeah.
I know she can't say that because
So we team up. We are with each other for a particular cause. Once that cause is done, I'm not your friend.
Because we're not friends already.
We are not friends already.
But we need each other
We
for
need
that.
each other for that. Then we have a confidante where
Wait. So is it possible? Guys, work with me.
Why are you looking at
No,
me?
I'm just saying. Is it possible,
Look at Tawanda. Look at Tawanda.
Tawanda, is it possible that Pastor Ivan could have married a comrade? I'm old, you're old. Let's marry and look proper in front of everyone.
To keep up appearance.
To keep up appearance. You're old, I'm also old. But to smart for you, we'll see in front.
then we have a confidante where these are some of the people that are literally genuine, but because they don't really click with us to a large extent, we think they're not important. You know, there's some people who just seem useless, who just seem useless in your life. Like, this girl likes me a lot, but I don't like her. You feel like she's too clingy, she's too naggy. She tells you about things that you don't like hearing. And that's apparently the confidante, the genuine person. There's no one who's 100% perfect, but they're genuine. You can tell this person is genuine, but you just don't click.
So is it possible?
Look at Tawanda. Come on.
Tawanda. Is it possible that the reason we are experiencing heartache is because we trashed the genuine people?
Hey.
It's true. And
Because they were not our cup of tea at that moment. The cup of tea, whether it's hot or cold, remains a cup of tea, but it has a descriptive phrase, hot or cold.
You know the paradox that says the people you love don't love you, but the people that you don't love are the ones that really love you.
Why I'm asking these questions from what you're saying is, maybe we also like getting it. We have a gift of getting it.
Or maybe we want the pain for attention.
Or whatever the case may be. I think sometimes we
You
get
know what
that.
Moses said?
Yes,
We want the pain.
for attention.
Attention.
Because
actually used to have an aunt who would actually desire to be so. I mean, I think she used to smack the doctor. So she really wanted to be in pain so that she can go and see the doctor.
quite.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Do you know that as young people, the people that are popular, we try and emulate.
Yeah.
But they can trash us as I don't know what.
And
But
still-
you still put so much effort. And then this person who takes you as you are, you don't want.
Yeah, that's right.
And we go crawling, creeping to those.
And you
people
absorb
who
some
treasure-
of their demonic auras. And you become like them and worse than them.
Tell me something. Are you in Resi or you travel from home to school?
No, I'm in school. I stayed school.
So you're in Resi.
Which school?
Harare Polytechnic.
You're at Harare Poly. My condolences. She stays in Harare, but she prefers to stay at Harare Poly. She stays in Harare, and she rather stays at Harare Poly.
So that she can have a desk mate, a roommate, and a what else? What mates do you have?
And a
You have
chow
desk
mate.
mate?
Ciao, mate.
Chalmers, what's that?
Her father's watching this program. She's going to say, Dad, the reason why I'm staying in Harare and not in your house is because I have a chow mate.
Okay, now the devil wears Prada. Do you have experienced some of those? I mean, at college, I think, like she was saying, you have heightened the level of people who
Not
pretend.
just at college, at government colleges where she's at. You see, Christian colleges have got like these policies that they have. Not government colleges. I'm talking about where you are. That's why I said what I'm saying is, it's free Mandela. And no one is going to ask you because you're grown up. And the idea of being grown up in college, in government colleges, or I think even in private colleges, but if it's a Christian one, they follow the Christian one. If it's this, in our government one, it's free Mandela. I mean, you're carrying beer in school is like you're grown up, you know better.
Yeah.
I mean, sleeping around is like, hey, as long as you're protected, you know better. There was one varsity we went to. Our varsity doesn't allow. I won't mention them by names. Our varsity didn't allow.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for you even to, I mean, there's one varsity we went to. By the dorms, the matron was handing out the condoms. We used to call them freakies those days, or CDs. I don't know what you guys call them, but that's what we used to call
Rubbers.
them. Guavas,
Rubber.
rubbers.
Madibari.
Matimbari.
Yeah, the Mario Divine.
Eh, so, oh, Matimbo. Matimbaris. Yeah. So it was normal. It's normal. In our institution, that was not normal. You can't do that, right? So in some places, that abnormal stuff is normal. So when she's at res, she may see more than you think, or she may be exposed to more than you think. It's up to her now to make that.
Choice.
But now, if her backbone is like her spinal cord is not so strong, you'll find she'll absorb so many different characters so that she can be the popular girl, and she can actually achieve being the popular girl. But with so many traits for everyone, to please everyone. So that's why I said, where you are, it just depends on who you are.
Give us the experiences.
Okay, at our school, it's for example, you have a room, yeah, you can choose anyone that you want to sleep with, a roommate.
Sleep with.
Sleep with.
Not as in to stay with.
Because when you say sleep with Moses, already his eyes become light.
As in someone that you want to share your room with. Who is a girl, not a boy. Moses. So when you choose that, obviously you choose your friend. So like you have a friend, so that person, you can share everything, you can tell them everything that you want to go, where you want to go. But you're surprised, you'll be surprised, but you hear the next, maybe the person that is in your next room, he knows, then you'll be surprised,
So
How
what
come?
happens if the next person in the next room or Tabama sports in here?
how come everything, the every information is linked to that person, how come? So then you'll be surprised, but my roommate, the person that I'm trusting,
So you actually
she's
sleep
already
with your...
sharing every information that I'm doing, where I'm going and what.
But just
So
to
when you
hold,
sleep,
just
do you sleep with your eyes closed, or now you have to sleep with one eye open because
She's not sure.
I mean, you've been. I think all of us have been through college, or actually in college. You know that time where you walk and you now feel like everybody knows everything about me.
Yes.
And when someone just looks at you and they're just looking at you, gay,
Yes.
you actually think because
Everything.
someone told you what you thought they never knew.
Yes.
Now that betrayal of trust
Yeah.
is like, now what do people know about me? Is
Guys, this is what happened to me one day. So, I don't know. I don't know if I should use this example because it's not safe for me. Okay, so this is what happened to me. So this homie of mine, our tight homies were like the youngest owns in college. You know when you're the youngest owns, I mean, we're just young. We're the young owns. You owns all fossils and what. The fourth years, I don't know if I tell you how we ate, because they were trying to make a plan. We ate. I think that first 2 semesters, it was like, please come to our room. Now, who am I not to go to your room? Because I knew nothing in mind, so I'm come to yours. So Ons thought, because this Ons is a Koffalo, is what? I must have a lot of money. I'm not going to tell you I got no cent, but come to your room. And you find a bowl, of, they could take, we used to call them off layers. They could take care of an own. So a bowl with, half peaches in syrup. And I mean, how they got all this stuff, I don't care. Who sponsored it? I'm saying for me, by the foyer there, you find, so you'll be talking to them and they're talking, they've got this hope that something's going to happen. In my head, I'm saying, hey, that's 1 month gone, boss. So I had this friend of mine. So these girls would come and tell us, hey, you guys are lacking. And I said, you know what? Yeah, if we focus on these things here, we're going to fail. Yeah, let them come. You can't stop them. But when they do come, don't take them to art. The boy wasn't there. The boy took it to art. When the boy took it to art, there was a time when we went for semester break. When we went for semester break, the boy came back. I'm walking into the media center. Everyone's quiet. There's a funny quiet. There's a quiet that you guys were talking, and now you're no longer talking. Then there's a quiet that says, this is what we're talking about. So I rocked up there. I'm looking at, hey, Owens, what's up? You like it? I am. Then, So Owens, we'll see you guys later. Everyone disperses like, this is not usual. I mean, you have nowhere to go to. I mean, like, it's a campus, it's boarding. Where are you going? Everyone dispersed. Until one guy came to me and said, hey, bruh, is that Owen your friend? I said, yeah, he's my homie from a long time. He says, that Owen's not your friend, bruh. Me, I'm to tell you, I'm not your friend. I'm not asking to be your friend. We're not
That
homies.
one is not your friend.
No, this Owen is not your friend. What do you mean? This Owen here is organizing for that Owen to chaff your girl while you're here. But I lost breath. You don't think COVID started now? Started there. I needed help.
Yeah.
For the first time, my friendship virginity was taken. This boy is my homie. We eat together. We bath together. Guys don't bath together. I'm telling you, this guy was my homie. Like, you'd come and sit on my bed and we'll talk about problems, put our legs on things. He was my homie. But he's organizing for his homie to chaff my homie. And then I'm walking in school and everyone else knows except for me. So this South African friend of mine says to me, Exe, that outie, gaan eat your Macy. That dry. That Owen there is chowing your cheek. In my head, I said impossible. So the plot was done to say, this one is stupid, chow, just go and chaff his cheek. My homie. So there are certain things where when you cross a certain line, you will never have homies again.
So I'm trying to think, backtrack to 2,000 years back. You know when you always read this Judas Jesus story, it's always easier said
Then done.
than done. And you look like, but how could
Judas betrayed.
Hey,
Judas
after 3
betray-
years,
after
walking
3
with the
years,
guy.
what?
But Judas volunteered. He was not called. Unless I missed my...
No, not even.
The guy volunteered. This is the problem. The guys that we call to be our friends have always been our friends. Then there are those who volunteer to be our boys.
I think this reminds me of a friend. Like last year, I had a friend of mine, and this is Christian said, so it won't be really nice hearing it. So this boy went to varsity.
Why are you talking bedroom tone? Can you talk so that we can hear you? Don't shock us. We've agreed because we now know you.
No, but
Talk loud so that we can
this
hear
is
you.
going to be a shock. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm preparing shock and
Right. Now you
So
can talk.
there's a friend of mine who went to university. We were together at secondary school, boys' school. We're close homeboys. So there's a squad of us. 2 of them passed away. I think 4 of us are left now. We're going. One of us went to varsity. Not in Plaway, somewhere else. And met this amazing girl, fresh girl. Like, hey, so fresh. The guy gave away his goods, and the girl gave away his goods, and they thought they were one.
So they were good.
They were good. They were like even the people when they post pictures, you can see that our force it up.
Yeah.
But these ones when they were posting, goes, there's love, there's love. He came back, introduced this girl to every one of us. So one of my boys, this tall boy, decides, oh. So among the group, all of us are like, medium, because we don't have much money. We're struggling, but we're making it in Zimbabwe. One of us is like, got Tole. They drive a food tank when it's half, they go like it's empty now. That type of.
Like what I normally do.
Yes. so he decides to. Hi. So the policy is, you don't talk to my girl. Like, what are you talking about? He decides, let me go and starts talking to that girl, starts talking to that girl. And then he's buying that girl 20 gig of data. He's not even touched about it, he's just buying, So now the girl is talking to this guy, and then I asked the actual boyfriend, Guti, why are you not like him?
Crisis.
You know, I saw 2 grown men wanting to give Bamba to Bamba and with all the other guys, bro, chill, it's not worth it. It's best you tell that girl, shit.
But that's not important. That's you know what, Moses. Moses, let me stop you there. You know what? It's no more about logic at that point. It's no more about logic. I don't know why people want to say, oh no, leave her and walk away. It's no more about that. It's not about you, X. The girl will leave, definitely.
bro code.
Yeah, the girl will leave, but the bro code says you can't do that. So I'm bumpering you to show you that now you are a small loan now. Because you can't do that. You know how painful it is for someone to come up into your space. Yeah, like I'm telling you, I was studying theology. I met the boy in the passage. The owner was huge, bruh. Like the owner was like, I was an idea of a human being. I was his skeletal structure. But boy, at the court it was at night. I think I threatened that guy so many times he almost gave me his mother. Because the way it came across, the way it comes across, the betrayal becomes, we were never friends with that guy again.
What about now?
What do you mean now?
I mean, are you still friends?
What's his name?
But you're a pastor.
I know. He was too.
Well, we are on Reality Table talking about the devil wearing Prada. Sometimes it's the people who are very close to us who betray us. Join us after the break as we continue to discuss on issues that are really affecting us. And sometimes we don't know and we don't have places to talk about these issues.
Matambudziko enyika ino anotikomba kuti tisakunde. Matambudziko enyika ino anotikomba kuti tisakunde. Asi tichatokwira makomo emiedzo baba kuti tisvikeko kudenga. Asi tichatokwira makomo emiedzo baba tichagara namambo weyonyika.
Welcome back as we continue to know the devil taking the brands to the height of everything. The devil wears
Prada.
Okay, I think I've mastered Prada.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good. So, Tawanda, we're still discussing that sometimes it's the closest people that will probably betray us. What is better, to be betrayed by a friend or to be betrayed by a brother?
None.
Okay, let me ask you. Eh?
None.
Oh, betrayal is betrayal.
It's betrayal.
Yes, Tawanda.
We asked the difference between a friend and a brother. It's even worse now when it's a Christian and it's someone you call a brother or sister in Christ. So you might find that in the church, it's a close space where we all are supposed to have the same faith belief system. And there you want to get a prayer partner, where someone you pray with in times of need and despair. And the person you think that you're praying with is the same person that's giving your stories out to other people. It's the same person that talks about your back, even to the business world. You realize even in the church, Adventists, elders can do business with other elders. You know, you believe you're in the same belief system, but in simple things, when it comes to tithe, stewardship, they want to compromise. So you realize in the end that some people that you thought were your people are not your people, in that what they believe in, what their belief systems and what they truly are for is not what you really are for. So sometimes you're hurt, not because you didn't expect it, but you had thought.
You'd esteem them so high. An experience, I remember I was a chaplain at Ruya. So this girl comes to my office, she's crying. So I'm trying to find out, so what happened? Says, you know, people went for prayer band today. And people were praying for me on something so personal that I told my friend, and I was going through a difficult moment. So now she was battling to say, was it intentional for her to go to prayer band and say, please pay for Pastor Dickett, he's got COVID-19? You know, like it's like you so much care for Pastor Dickett that you go to a prayer band and tell everyone of the situation, so that when it comes out, it's like you are so caring for Pastor Dickett that you have to tell everyone that they have to pray for you because you are in this situation. Yeah, church. I love this church.
But my part, I think even besides, I had a friend of mine. I'm a big farming fan, right?
Did you say farming?
Farming, yes, farming. So
Because I thought I heard him say family fan. Because
Yeah,
I was about to ask him which
Which
family.
family?
Yeah, but now that he said farming, he loves the families of cabbages and that's good.
So there's one time we had a crazy idea. This time I was going crazy about farming and I was telling people about it. And I was trying to draw how it came from the Bible, how it's the one way it's meant to be for you to get money. So a group of young guys came to me and they said, so let's do a project together. What we want is your knowledge. And I was like, cool, bro. Prada, bro. So we started, and I told them expertise, went to see the field, and I even told them how to divide the field and all that, and we had a drip irrigation system being set up, give them my links and my contacts. 3-4 weeks down the line, they kept quiet. Guys, how far? Are you guys doing anything? Like, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, guys, how far? These are SDA guys. 3 months down the line, they come to one of my close friends and they go like, man, I just got this harvest here. Thought you should taste. And I'm there like, but... So my friend then calls me and says, Mose, come here. I'm like, what's up? Because like, so your boys cut you out of the project. Because after they used you, you're of no use. And they made money, you know what I mean? Just that
So can we safely say you were user-friendly?
So the reason why you're so angry is that they made a lot of money.
No, not really.
Without him.
Without you, yeah.
The reason was you could could have asked nicely without saying I'll give you mine. I'll still have helped. But you promised me fake things. You sold me dreams. You call it selling dreams.
Yeah.
And you say people who sell dreams are the fake people. I have one friend. I think she used to go to the same church with Kuti when we're back in Ulaya. There's a time they was going through a hard time with her boyfriend. I had never seen the guy. It's a guy I knew like by face. This guy says, I've seen him somewhere. And she goes like, I'm having a difficult time. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes like, it's between me and my boyfriend. I'm like, it's cool. I really don't want to get involved. She was like, no, I'm dumping him today. I'm like, why? He just told me that he's got no balls. And I started laughing. She goes like, I'm serious. I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, I'm serious. He asked if I wanted to be in a serious relationship. I'm like, all this time you guys have been discussing something serious. She goes like, yeah, but a guy with no balls, I can't do it. And I'm there like, like what? Are you being for real? Like, you do realize this person told you in private. Why not just dump them and not tell me? Why not dump them and not tell the rest of your family? Do not tell your rest of your brothers and your sisters. And not tell the rest of your church girls that my man's got no balls.
So, the moment you keep saying that, I'm hoping I'm not hearing that. And the way you have an accent to it, like, I'm trying to be serious right now. You're about to make a point, but I'm looking at this own walking in here.
No, but
and he starts an argument with me, and I'm saying,
It's okay.
that's why you, my brother over there.
So, Brenda, wow.
So wait. So does he also wear like the trousers like everyone else?
How would you? But what's painful is that this guy told her in secret, called the family and everyone, and tells her, Changare, I hope you don't tell me after this. And you know how we saw dreams. Me and you eternity. Me and you, because see Christ together and she is coming down.
Yeah, but no one said we'll see them together. No one said we'll see the Christ together. You will see him also there, we also see him there. Because the problem is you're not carrying on.
No.
So guys, I'm just going to shift the whole thing all around. Of course, I know we're focusing on friends and probably besties, BFF, whatever you call them. But there could be some people in society or probably in church. I mean, not necessarily that you are so close, but because you expect a lot from them. And then I think you already know what I want to talk about. So what? Because we are finishing my.
You've an experience.
So you can as well go ahead. I mean, do we have?
Yeah, we have people that we have so much expectations from them. Like at school, you can have Adventist lecturers. People that you know they are Adventists, but what they do is not what they're supposed to do. Like you don't expect Adventist lecturers to go to work on Saturday, but you find them going to work on Saturday. And us as students, when you want to go and tell that other lecturers that we can't write exams on Saturday, can you please shift us to Sunday? You can't do that because that lecturer is not doing what it's supposed to do. And
So
also,
it's betrayal at the professional level.
Then also we have those Adventist lecturers that comes to us and asks us out, like they are interested in us.
But if a lecturer is like Moses' age, I mean,
But we all know if it's at
That-
Moses'
that-
age, it's not a lecture. we all know if it's at Moses' age.
I was just trying to probe it to actually
Oh,
say
all right,
that.
all right, all right.
I'm referring to that person who is married, like let's say Pastor DK.
Oh, because I'm the only one married on the team. Why can't you use Ivan? He looks like he can be a lecturer.
Pastor DK is married. Then that pastor
And
comes.
the emphasis Pastor Dick, I mean, twice a year.
After reality
No, I'm
tables.
just saying, like, let's
You
say
guys all
Pastor
of a sudden
DK
have
is
something to
married.
say.
So can I ask something, Bibi? Are you disappointed so much that when someone that you probably thought was the one who's going to be guiding you,
Yes.
and
Yes.
are they asking
Let's say I'm
Adventist
seeing-
girls or I mean just other
Even
girls?
Adventist, even those that are not Adventist.
Who is the standard for the comparison? Is the question now. How do I know I'm not the devil wearing Prada when my friends cut me off or cut me out?
That's possible. Sometimes it's easier to see other people, but you can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, of course.
If you have the same traits, if you're not faithful in your business transactions, you are a devil wearing Prada. If you are a chick who's also setting the tempo for you to be asked out, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I get it,
intentionally.
I get it.
You are the same also. You know what? Sometimes also in families, you get a lot of people. You know, you don't choose who's in your family. You're born and you find them there. You know, one time we were coming from my young brother's wedding. It was like a wedding. It was like a wedding. So when we were coming from my young brother's wedding, we had just lost our granny. So there was a group chat, you know, with all the children, their cousins or whatever. So as we come there, I was at Baitbridge. Believe it or not, we had gone, but then we didn't have money to come back together. So I am the only one who knew this between me and my wife. So I said, I need you to go visit your aunt. And then I'll send you money because if we go back together, you only have another opportunity. Of course, she took the
See your
bait.
aunt.
Yeah, of course. Of course, next thing she says, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. In my head, I was saying, if she refuses, yeah, I'm finished. So put me on the bus, we went. I was so relieved. But in my head, I was saying, "Eish, so what's the plan? But I was on the bus. She was here already. I get to Baitbridge, take my line. Her aunt had bought me a, you know what I mean, KFC and a 2-liter boss. This was what I was going to eat on the road. I was in the zone. When I got to Baitbridge, you know how it is, be hungry. I put my Zoom line into my phone. I get there and the messages start coming in. Remember that Granny's group
Yes,
where
yes,
Granny had
yes,
passed
yes,
away?
yes.
The title had changed. It was now Rest in Peace, the name of my sister. I'm like, what just happened right now? I'm asking the lighties to say, why would you do that? You don't even know where I am. Why don't you talk? Why don't you tell me? And they say to me, you know what? If you can't appreciate our concern, then that's your problem. I'm talking family. This is family. Like what? No, it's not you. It's my family. People I didn't choose. They are there. They will always be there. And then as we were going through, I think we buried on the 25th. That's December, 25th Christmas. On that same 25th of Christmas, on the same group chat, they were planning to have a Christmas party by one of the cousins' house on the same group chat. And that betrayal from family sometimes may be also seen in a father raping a daughter, an uncle raping a daughter. It can be seen in a daddy walking out on a family. Like, how is that even possible? When we ask the question, how is that even possible? Cousins, you just cut off. You know that, isn't it?
You know, there's a girl who said, I just have, you know, when everyone speaks the word daddy, I've just developed a negative because I've never seen, the only thing that my mother has told me about is the bad things that our dad used to do. And
Yes.
for me, that word, I can almost translate it to.
And that, Ivan, is what I want to come to as we come to the end of this thing. When we talk about the devil very proud, we're talking about friends. Friends can be cut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're talking about people who can't be cut off. People you are born with who can't be cut off. Where the family takes the side of an uncle who raped you. How do they do that? They're not talking about it. They're not talking about it. And they're saying,
everybody knows.
And then in your Shona culture, they say, reaper, whatever. The reaping doesn't change the fact that this guy took something from me.
Yeah.
It's only God that can come in at that point, right? So the betrayal we're talking about can be so intense that it can be a mother walking out on children, because there are places where we went to pick up children from the marketplace in a box. And they grew up not knowing their parents. One of the boys got 14 points at A level. But who are you going to celebrate? Who are you doing it for? One boy, his job now was tree cutting. And his one desire was, why would life be so hard for me? One day he went up a tree to cut the tree. And he cut, then the tree broke from the bottom. Then he fell down and he died. Who was there to bury him? No one. The institution where he was is the one that buried him. But that boy has got someone's DNA. Where are the people who put DNA in that person? There was a young man who came into the orphanage and he was raped by his uncle. And he grew up knowing that uncle raped me. But it's an institution which does not have that love, that warmth. So there are certain people in our families that bring that stuff. So when we talk about the devil wearing Prada, we're talking about people of high value, who are supposed to be angels, wearing expensive clothing, who rip the fabric of our lives. And we keep on going, yes, we keep on going. But I think today we need to talk about it. What are we talking about? Ivan, there are people who, when they ripped your heart, they ripped, I think, even your intestines, your spinal cord.
When I asked the question, when we started the second segment, I asked, what would you rather have, betrayal by a brother or by just a friend? Because I know we all agreed that it's the same. But guys, truly, is it the same?
No, it's not the same.
Is it the same?
It's not the same. Because the brother can't go away. The brother can't go away like a friend. A friend, you say, Hamagashana. But a brother, you Hamagashana, but the guy is in the house.
You have to eat from the same plate.
That's what I'm saying.
And
That's
your
what I'm
mom
saying.
is actually saying, he's your brother.
Hey.
Forgive him.
May. If you want to see witchcraft.
Okay, I think I know it's quite interesting.
2 seconds.
To wrap it
Just
up.
2 seconds.
Okay,
Mfundisi.
you do 2 seconds, and then I'll ask the young people to wrap it up.
Do you
for us
know
today.
it's unfair for you to say, is your brother, forgive? That's the only reason I'm forgiving. That is the brother. My brother must know that I'm also his brother. He must give me my space and say, my brother, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Then mommy can say, you guys forgive each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't force me to forgive someone who's not remorseful. I'm not asking him to pay the price. I'm saying, what if I do something wrong? I don't need a third person to come and say, hey, brah, I made a blunder. You can shout, you can whatever. Forgiveness is your choice. It's hard. In families, that's what they do. To say, he's your young brother, forgive him. When we grow up, we will hold that gwili for a long time. And when he's struggling, it will be my joy. A last example. Girl A, girl B. Girl A is older. Girl B is younger. If you guys don't harmonize these two, and you make one a favorite, one not a favorite, when they grow up, they will hate each other.
Yeah, that's true.
And when they hate each other, it's because of you. So there are certain things where you can't say because it's your brother, because it's your uncle, forgive him. No, there's a process to it. You will get there eventually. But the uncle must acknowledge what he has done.
It's not being forced to accept.
Yes, to say you sit there to say, India Van Vakuru, say, no, if it was Van Vakuru, I mustn't be involved in Van
I'm
Vakuru
laughing, but
things.
you're so emotional about it.
Yeah, I'm telling you to say, don't be forcing people to agree. It's you know what it's like, Ali? It's imagine your husband goes out and brings a child. And then all you say is, those who know each other room. What sorcery is that? Let the woman do it. Asigana. Come on.
That's what I said, DK. We've come to the end of our show. But
No,
today,
that one I caught feelings.
Today,
No,
I'm
that one I
going to
caught
ask the
feelings.
young people to close it out for us. I mean, we're talking about the devil wearing Prada, being betrayed by the very person that you probably esteemed so high. You thought that it's a knight in shining armor. But
Shining
eventually, they come with a shining knife
Yeah, I'm
to
telling you,
finish you.
yeah.
Mose, just your parting words and what you want us to.
I think one thing is it's more painful for someone to betray you and still think that their betrayal was the right move. I think that just kills you. It weakens you.
And they continuously.
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to tell them. You're literally talking to them, and they keep on emphasizing, bro, what I did was right. In their own head, what they did was perfect.
But they can't take it when you do it to them.
Exactly. So I'm beginning to learn myself that for this thing to be real, we also now need to ask the question, what would Christ do? But sometimes it's hard. It's one is to ask yourself that WWJD, what would Jesus do? Sometimes it's hard to implement what he would do. And hence I think Christ becomes the center, the comparison. And I think it's one lesson I'm getting from this, that in whatever you're doing, in whatever relationship you are, however you are treated, you need you yourself to ask strength from Christ. I was reading Desire for Ages, and it says his rights were taken away from him, but quiet, and he was quiet, but continued in labor. I mean, that's only Christ only can do that. You take my rights away from me, I will protest.
I disagree. The reason why Christ could do that in his human form was he was always in prayer.
Yes.
We are not always in prayer. We are always on TikTok. We fight like TikTok. We fight like Facebook. I'm trying to correct the statement that says only Christ can do that. You can do it if you invest in prayer. Because when the situation comes, you are so vulnerable, my man. Your anger is not anger, like it's from somewhere.
I think he just made it, even though he was hurt in quietness. Just like
yes, that quietness.
Comes
I'm not
together with
undermining your statement. I'm correcting the fact that even the viewers will go home and say, no, this is only Christ could do this. No. Where I invest my time determines how I go through trials.
What you feed the most is what will be
Yes.
better. Let me, I think Prada is actually a label for girls mainly.
Yes.
So allow me to leave it to the girls to conclude. So I'll go to you, Tawanda, and just give us your parting word to the young people and parents.
You know, when you said give to the girls to conclude, then you said Tawanda. In my head, I was like, okay.
Now I want him to go first, then.
All right.
And then we leave it to the ladies. Yes.
I feel like in all things, let's remember what Christ would do. It's hard for you to lose a friend or loved one through betrayal or through backstabbing, but in all things, let's remember what Christ would do. Christ would look at compassion, and in Christ's words, the heart of a man is deceitful, who can never all. I feel like we should always look at Christ, and how, as people, we always have room to falter. So I always think leave room for disappointment.
Tawanda, do you have an ex? Tawanda, do you have an ex?
Yes.
Why didn't you forgive her?
Who told you he has it?
Have you forgiven her?
Yes.
You forgiven your ex?
Yes.
Are you happy for her?
Yes.
Can you pray for her?
Taro, why are you interrogating the other?
Why are we wanting to talk things that we know? This is not adult section where we talk things to say, tozoona, and we will see. Let's tell the truth. If we have no conclusive answer, why put yourself in a corner? Why do you want to pretend? Guys, let's talk real things here. If you have an ex, there were days. Now you are feeling better. Now the Lord has worked in you. If you have an ex,
And the clothes can actually
the
fit.
clothes can. You were in ICU at one point, and all these things. In fact, you were teaching the lesson, talking about forgiveness, but in your head you're saying others, but not this one here. Let's talk the real. If Christ is there, we are trying to be like Christ. But if you've had an ex before, in a second, you can forget the cross. In a second.
Let me come to the ladies, but leave room for disappointment.
That room for disappointment can become
All
the
right,
main house.
let me go to Queen.
I will be real.
Please.
I've always told my mom this. I know my mom is going to watch this, and she's watching.
Hi, Mom.
I always tell my mom that if I ever get disappointment or disappointed by somebody very close, I will be honest, I do not do what Christ would do. I've never done that because I allow myself to absorb the disappointment and the pain, such that when I make a decision after that, I make it knowingly. Most of us love making decisions because it's a relative, like you're saying. It's my brother, it's my little sister, I'll just forgive her. I don't do that. But what I urge the viewers or whoever who's out there who's watching, it's important for you to allow yourself to be human. This is what we don't. We want to be angels. We are not angels. We need to allow ourselves to get disappointed. Once you get disappointed, sit down, process it.
Yeah.
Even if it takes you a year. Forgiveness is not said, could you forgive 2 minutes after once is sorry. No. If it takes you a year for you to heal thoroughly, by the grace of God, do that. So that once you forgive, you have
go back.
forgiven. And you can go back. And the thing is, we expect after forgiveness to go back to the same level that we're. Guys, that doesn't happen. It will never happen. Once you've taken my boyfriend from me, don't expect me to have the same respect and love I had for you before. This is for all the girls who are going to take my boyfriend.
So yeah, you are speaking to the girl who took your boyfriend.
I'll
In
give an
case you
example
are
of things
watching.
that happen.
Bring
Real
our
things that
boyfriend
happen.
home. Hashtag bring our boyfriend home.
I'll tell of things that happen to young ladies in the church. You get your boyfriend taken, or you get your stories spoken of. Even though they are wrong, even though they are sins.
So you know what we do when your boyfriend is taken? You say, no, Makawanda mchechu, unozongwana
Eh,
umu."
Maruwaka wanda.
Shama, you know what? Then the Lord is speaking. It wasn't yours. Boy. And yet your heart was there.
You know.
And then I kissed the guy.
Imagine.
And now the guy is kissing someone
And
else.
you expect forgiveness.
But who made you guys sit next to each other?
It was destiny.
Are you done? Should I cross over
Yeah,
to
so let's allow ourselves to be real, to be human. Through that, through vulnerability, Christ then comes into the picture.
Because you know what?
I said,
Just 2
there-
seconds. I'm fekerating so that it can
No,
wait.
when you forget 2 seconds, you did 10
Second,
minutes.
sorry.
Okay.
It is when you are vulnerable, when you are sleeping, that you bodla. In Devil, I don't know what you call it in Shona.
Kujova.
Yeah, when you just go, and then God now starts saying, it's exactly what you do to me. When I'm looking out for you, this is whatever pain you're going through, that's what you did to me.
Why is it always coming to the Hosea story? Because, you know,
Yes. We are saying here, Kwati, don't force.
5,
Don't.
4, 3.
Don't force.
Yes, Bibi. You give us the parting words. Afterwards, we'll ask Tawanda to give us a closing prayer. But before you, okay, yes, I'll speak after. Before you pray, I want to give away my cap because you know me and caps.
You don't like caps?
No, I mean I just want to give it away.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Let's not have high expectations from people. Let's not put high expectations.
But guys, that's not life, guys.
Guys, are you guys dating? What are you guys
No,
dating?
but you can't leave.
I
I'm
gave you-
sorry. I'm sorry.
Hi, I said hi.
You can't date someone and not have high expectations. It doesn't work.
How do you want to conclude us like that?
High expectations.
Guys,
Hi.
she's
Guys.
speaking.
All right, let's hear what she has to say.
Yes.
Guys, I'm saying don't have high expectations on people.
Just have
I'm
expectations.
agreeing with what Tawan said. Let's give room for disappointment.
But you know how hard it is to date someone you don't have high expectations of.
Yeah, it's hard. I
You're
know.
not vulnerable. And vulnerability makes you do stupid stuff. And
Exactly.
stupid stuff makes a relationship.
So you know what I've discovered? These two are supporting each other. And I think it's perfect.
I'm just saying, you know what, Bibi? It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. I know.
Everyone sells dreams, and it depends who you're going out. If you're going out with The Rock, yes, he has no feelings. Yeah. I mean, some relationship is like romancing a rock. It's got no reply. But then there are those guys who sweep you off your feet. The wrong guy who sweep you off your feet, and you hope he will change.
But
And I'm just saying, that hope is what makes the relationship what?
But have you seen? Whenever you put high expectations on someone,
The fall becomes very heavy.
But
It's
have
not
you
always,
ever
it's not
seen?
always, but it's not always.
We get it. But have you ever had an experience like this?
Wow.
Where you don't
reality
date.
table.
Wait. Where you don't date a beautiful girl because you're trying not to be heartbroken. Then you date an ugly girl. Then she breaks your heart. Come on.
I'm saying don't put.
It's a waste of
so
sin.
much
No, guys,
Don't put high.
it's still a fact. Don't put
Real
too
good.
a high expectation.
Yes.
Just put expectations.
You can't get it. But Pastor, you can't get into the whole body and leave the heart
Well,
outside.
but we have to come to
A
the
very good
conclusion.
example, like I'm expecting, let's say I'm dating Moses, and I expect him to say,
How come
I
all your
love you
examples-
every time.
How come
Don't
your
be dating
examples
Moses.
are
Can you
always-
date Tawanda for 2 minutes?
Moses is just free.
Don't have high expectations on Moses.
Yes. Moses will break your heart. then you cry. So,
So you'd rather when he breaks it, you're not so crying because it was not a
Yeah, it wasn't so high. They just say, Zoiti.
it's okay.
Yeah. So you must go for Tawanda who when he breaks it, you say, po shamar. Yeah, so it's not.
Well, I said at the end of this, I want to give away. I got this cape from Pastor Dickon, but you know, me and capes are not good. So if you want a reality table cape, just give me 5 topics that you remember from reality table, and if you just type them on the live chat, the first one to get 5 topics that we discussed or that you are anticipating we discuss, I'll give you this cape. Do you want to give away yours?
Until you made your own personal decision. Now you want to make our decision.
No, I'm just hoping.
I'll give away my cap. If you type on the comment section, true or false. When someone breaks your heart, do you forgive them, or you just move on and get better with time?
Well, I think the answers are coming out. I'll keep the caps. I'll be the one giving them away.
You don't take it out now?
Yes, I'm taking it now. Okay, thank you for donating your cap. Reality table. Tawanda, please dismiss us with a word of prayer.
I just want to say before I forget, the reason why we have lawyers and security companies is people don't trust each other. If people trust each other, we don't have lawyers. In a business transaction, we don't have lawyers in daily life. People don't trust each other. So always leave with disappointment.
You know what I like about you?
Now
You
that you
defend
said
your
that.
ground.
Now that you said that. I have burglar bars in my house because I don't trust the next guy walking outside my house.
I like that. Yes, Tawanda, you can pray, Brad.
Okay. As a close, Lord, we thank you for this discussion. We understand that without you we're weak, without you we're vulnerable, without you we can be compromised. May you allow us to have people, surround ourselves with the correct people, correct influence, correct society that molds us and creates us to be more like you. Thank you, Lord, for this time, and make us better Christians and not the devils in Prada. Pray for this in your life in name and power. Amen.
God bless you. Let's meet next week.
Tichagara na mambo weyonyika tarirai wauya ne makore denga akafeka korona ye umambo misonzi opukutra ne namozo sezapera tichagara na mambo weyonyika tarirai wauya ne makore denga akafeka korona ye umambo misozi upukutwa nena moto sezapera tichagara na mambo weonyika Zichirema turarwadze senyi baba Zichirema zingarwadze senyi baba Shabanesu baba Tichagara naye kuneonyika Zingahoma senyi Zorwadze senyi baba Zingarwadze senyi Shabanesu baba Tichagara naye kuneonyika Heyonyika Heyonyika Tichazorora Tichazonda farayo